फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and welcome to all our viewers of Cricket Next. You are watching Morning Bulletin with me, Kanabali, and I am here with yet another set of news for you guys. काफी recent updates आई है world cricket में, and we'll start with the most recent update on England Test captain Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes ने कुछ टाइम पहले ODI वर्ल्ड कप से अपनी रिटायरमेंट वापस ले ली थी, and he is all set to play the 50 over World Cup in India in 1 month's time now. And जब उन्होंने वर्ल्ड कप से ODI से रिटायरमेंट वापस ली, तब there were speculations that he might miss in the next year's IPL because of a knee surgery, क्योंकि उनको नी में काफी टाइम से इशू रहे हैं. Even in this Ashes this year, he only bowled 29 overs in 5 टेस्ट. 5 टेस्ट में सिर्फ 29 ओवर बेन स्टोक्स ने डाले, क्योंकि उनकी नी में काफी प्रॉब्लम्स रही हैं, और वो ही इज लुकिंग टू गेट under a knife to get a surgery काफी टाइम से. And when he took back his retirement from ODIs and said yes to this year's World Cup, there was a speculation that he might miss the next year's IPL, और उस विंडो में वो अपने लिए नी सर्जरी अपनी करवाएंगे. उसके बाद he'll get the necessary recovery time, and then he'll recover and come back फॉर होम क्रिकेट जो इंग्लैंड में सीरीज होंगी. लेकिन अकॉर्डिंग टू अ रीसेंट अपडेट, बेन स्टोक्स हैज hinted that he might undergo knee surgery post World Cup later this year, which could rule him out of their tour of India between January and March 2024. To remind you, इंग्लैंड जनवरी में आ रही है इंडिया 5 टेस्ट मैच की सीरीज के लिए. इट विल बी अ लॉन्ग सीरीज, 5 टेस्ट मैच की सीरीज. और अगर रिपोर्ट्स की मानी जाए तो ये कहा जा सकता है कि बेन स्टोक्स शायद वो सीरीज मिस कर दे. बेन स्टोक्स टेस्ट कैप्टन है इंग्लैंड के, लेकिन देयर इज अ चांस दैट ही माइट अंडरगो नी सर्जरी राइट आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड कप, ताकि वो फटाफट नी सर्जरी करा के अपना रिकवरी टाइम, जो कि थोड़ा 2-3 महीने लेगा, जिसके कारण उनका जो इंडिया का टूर है वो मिस हो सकता है. एंड if the reports are to be believed, then this is the order that he will follow. Stokes has been troubled by chronic tendonitis in his left knee throughout this summer. And Stokes, if he plays in the India Test series, he might only play as a batter. Sorry. If he plays in this test series, he might only play as a batter, or there's a very high chance that he might not play at all and opt for a surgery instead of that. But that is something we'll have to wait and see. Recently, he talked about, few days ago, he talked about his plans, and he said the words World Cup are pretty inspiring. The idea of going in and potentially being able to win back-to-back World Cups was one of the big things. There will be a potential of something happening after the World Cup. There's quite a long time after the World Cup. I've been having some good conversations with some specialists. There is a plan in place. When we do what we need to do to give myself a chance of getting back to being a genuine all-rounder, there will be a time when I can say what I'm doing. If I want to be playing next summer as a genuine all-rounder, this winter is all about playing this World Cup, then getting his knees sorted. So he's focusing on playing this World Cup, and then right away getting his knees sorted, so that from the next winter he can play as a genuine all-rounder. He wants to play as a genuine all-rounder who can both bat and bowl for the team. With the knee issues he can't bowl. He can't bowl much, only few overs. Even in this World Cup, there's a very high chance he is playing only as a batter, who might if necessary bowl few overs here and there for England. But that is something we'll have to wait and see if he decides to bowl in this World Cup and further risk his injury in the middle of a World Cup. And if Stokes decides to play the India tour purely as a batter and undergoes surgery after that, then he would miss the IPL and the home summer. As I said, that if he decides to play even the India home series after the World Cup, then he'll get the surgery done during the IPL and the home summer. He might also miss few matches from the home summer. Ben Stokes has often said that he wants to conquer and he wants to come in and win a test series in India. We have to wait and see if he puts that dream on hold and opts for a knee surgery over that. That is something we have to wait and see. He's saying that there will be a time when I'll be able to tell what I am doing right now, but as of now, I'm only focusing on the World Cup. After that, we'll see where the decisions take me, what I'll do. That is something that we fans have to wait and see what decisions he takes after this World Cup. Moving on to the next piece of news, Marnus Labuschagne and being a concussion sub goes hand in hand. We all remember in the Ashes 2019 match, Jofra Archer bowled a bouncer to Steve Smith, which connected here on the neck of Steve Smith, and he was ruled out of the match. And Marnus Labuschagne became the first ever concussion sub in the history of the game. Concussion sub means concussion substitute. If a player, if a batter or a bowler or anyone is hit on the neck and has a concussion, the team have the team can they have the right to substitute him and bring in a like for like replacement. Like if a batter gets concussion sub, you can have a batter from the squad come in and bat in place of him. Same goes for the bowler and wicketkeeper. Um as I said, Marnus Labuschagna was the first ever concussion substitute in the history of the game. Ashes 2019, Jofra Archer, Steve Smith had to sit out. Marnus Labuschagna came in and played one of the most impressive knocks. The way he tackled, it was his Ashes debut in England. The way he tackled Jofra Archer and the other bowlers, it was a sight to behold. And yesterday, the same thing happened. Marnus Labuschagne came in as a concussion sub for Cameron Green, who was smacked on his neck by a ball of Kagiso Rabada. And to give you the basic summary of the match, South Africa came out to bat and they scored 222 in 49 overs. And the pick of the batters for them was Captain Temba Bavuma, who scored 114, unbeaten 114. Sorry, to help South Africa set a target of 223. Uh, and at one point, it seemed way more than enough because Australia was 113 for 7 in their 17th over. So 17 overs, 113 for 7 Australia. But Marnus Labuschagne, who came in at number 8 after replacing Cameron Green, who was hit on his neck and was concussion subbed, he restored calmness to the Australian innings and he ended up scoring 18 not out. He shared an unbeaten 8th wicket stand of 112 with Ashton Agar, who made 48 not out. And won the match for Australia out of nowhere. He and Ashton Agar both, but the calmness that he brought on the field after being subbed in place of Cameron Grieg, who was stuck on the left earpiece of his helmet by the second ball faced from Kagiso Rabada. And he got concussion sub. Marnus Labuschagne came in, scored a very, very important 80 runs, built a 112 run stand for the 8th wicket with Ashton Agar and won Australia the match out of nowhere. And what makes all this interesting is the fact that Marnus Labuschagne is not in the World Cup squad for Australia. He has not made the cut. He's not in the 15 Australian 15 for this year's World Cup. He won't be traveling to India. He won't be sitting in the flight to India this October. And the way he came out and played yesterday might confuse some selectors, might give them some second thoughts as to if they have taken the right decision or not, because the team is full of hitters and Marnus Labuschagne is the one who brings in the calmness that Australia needs. But Australia have a lot of quality batters and they have chosen great batters in their 15, but we'll have to wait and see if this give them second thoughts or not. But it was one of the most inspiring innings from a batter, especially a batter who was concussion sub. And as I said, Marnus Labuschagne and concussion sub is something that goes hand in hand. Moving on to the next piece of news, Mohammad Kaf has advised the Indian cricket team to be careful of KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, who recently joined the Indian team after long injury layoffs. He has warned the Indian team to be extremely careful when it comes to handling these two because they have had a big injury, a big recovery period, and they are back after a long, long time. CAF gave the example of Jasprit Bumrah, who was cleared to play by NCA earlier this year but sustained the injury again, which delayed his comeback. इस साल जसप्रीत बुमराह भी जनवरी में करार कर दिए गए थे, लेकिन बाद में उनकी वो इंजरी वापस रियकर हो गई एंड उनका कमबैक डिले हो गया, और यही डर है कैफ को, और इसी 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 को एग्जाम्पल साइड करते हुए उन्होंने इंडियन टीम को एक्सट्रीमली केयरफुल रहने को कहा है श्रेयस अय्यर और केएल राहुल के केस में. Mohammad Kaif said, and I quote, India have seen what happened with Jasprit Bumrah, where he was cleared to play by the NCA, but then got injured again. So they will need to be careful with Iyer and Rahul and check on how much they need to play and when they need to take breaks. You don't want to give them too much load before the match begins. That's why Rahul Dravid and the trainers are present there. Kaif suggested that they both should play in the upcoming Asia Cup Super 4 matches to get some game time. He said that Rahul Dravid will know that both Rahul and Iyer are the backbone of the Indian middle order and they will need game time. Ishan played really well, and that's good because there is healthy competition in the team. However, if an informed player sits out, then it's not a problem because Dravid will want to see Rahul bat at number 5. He has good numbers at number 5, and you will want him and Iyer to get the game time and have that form when they play the first World Cup game against Australia. अब ये डिबेट बहुत कुछ रादर दिनों से पिछले कुछ दिनों हफ्तों से चलती आ रही है कि now that Ishan Kishan has done really well at the number 5 position against Pakistan in a high pressure game when India was in the spot of bother, तो क्या जब केएल राहुल वापस आएंगे उनको नंबर 5 का स्पॉट सुपर 4 में मिलना चाहिए या ईशान किशन को ही कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए? मोहम्मद कैफ थिंक्स के ईशान किशन शुड सेट आउट क्योंकि केएल राहुल का वो स्पॉट है एंड इट्स गुड टू हैव अ मैन इन फॉर्म सेट आउट. इट्स अ हेल्दी कंपटीशन, बट ड्राविड वुड वांट टू सी केएल राहुल प्ले एट नंबर 5 इन द ओडीआई, जो उनकी जगह है जहाँ पे उन्होंने अच्छा किया है. गौतम गंभीर ने इस बात से डिफर किया था. ही सेड दैट इन अ वर्ल्ड कप एक वर्ल्ड कप में बड़े नाम से पहले एक इनफॉर्म प्लेयर का खेलना जरूरी है. जस्ट बिकॉज कोई बड़ा नाम है उसको आप इनफॉर्म प्लेयर से रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकते. ईशान किशन ने आपको दिखाया है कि ही इज इन फॉर्म, ही इज इन गुड टच. ही प्लेड अ वेरी 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 क्रूशियल इनिंग्स in front of Pakistan against Pakistan when India was really struggling. So Gautam Gambhir comes from the school of thought that Ishan Kishan should play and KL Rahul has to sit out for now. But Mohammad Kaif believes that Rahul should directly come into the 11. Ishan Kishan unfortunately has to sit out because जो ODI के नंबर 5 की पोजीशन है वो केएल राहुल की है और वो उन्होंने उस पोजीशन पे काफी रन मारे हैं, इंडिया को काफी सर्व किया है उस पोजीशन से, नंबर 5 की पोजीशन से. सो अभी और ऑल्सो क्योंकि वर्ल्ड कप आ रहा है और यू वुड वांट टू सी अय्यर एंड राहुल इन द मिडल ऑर्डर. उनको इतने टाइम से क्योंकि वो बाहर थे, मैच प्रैक्टिस नहीं मिली है, तो यू वुड वांट टू सी दोस टू बैटिंग जितना भी वो गेम टाइम उनको मिल सके वर्ल्ड कप से पहले. दैट इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. So this was this for today's morning bulletin. I hope you guys have an amazing day today. Please subscribe to our channel Cricket Next. Follow us across all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. Please put in your questions, your opinions. We are more than happy to take your questions and opinions. And enjoy the cricket that's been happening. Asia Cup, then the World Cup, then India's tour of South Africa, then England's tour of India. We have an action-packed schedule, especially if you're an Indian fan. So please stay tuned to Cricket Next for more latest updates. And please throw in your questions as and when you want. Take care of yourself and have an amazing day. Thank you.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.